David from Omaha, Nebraska says, do you think Barry Windham was past his prime in WCW when he won the NWA World title in 1993? He just looked to me mentally and physically burnt out. So you've seen Barry Windham in like the 90s and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, was he burnt out?
It's a good question. I mean, he was like a bad guy, had the scruffy beard, the ponytail, and that kind of thing. I think he was probably more burnt out in the 90s when he went to the WWF as the Stalker, when you were actually in the company at the time still.
He didn't do anything as a stalker. No, I don't think he was burnt out in, what'd you say, WCW?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think he was. He had just come from Florida, and this was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to Mid Atlantic. No, he was in his prime then.
Well, that was in the 80s, maybe in the early 90s, maybe just.
And he may have been burnt out. He may have been, but what I think, he was more. He was drinking more, and he's never been a guy to work out anyway. He's always been but he's a great athlete. You could tell how great an athlete he was, even when he got heavier. He still had the moves of an athlete. So, but I don't think he was past his prime. I really don't. But his prime was rapidly approaching.
So with Barry, I'm sort of the same as you in a sense. Is that, but he would do this with the WWF or WCW. He would do this with everyone. It's like as soon as he didn't want to be somewhere, man, he'd just go. And it's as simple as that. I mean, I think he just left Vince McMahon high and dry like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, well, there's some guys would do that. They wouldn't give a notice and nothing. They just get up and leave. I've done that a time or two myself.
Who else had a reputation for doing that?
Well, I don't know who would do that. I'm trying to think right now. But if you're going to do that, you're talking about a top guy.
Mm.
Very few top guys did it. They would always try to give a notice, so the people who booked him, so he could work his way out and put over who needs to be put over on his way out. But when he left like that, that makes it hard for everybody else. Now I know he's getting tired of being there, and he just didn't want to be there anymore. But he has certain obligations, I would think, that to help the guys that he was leaving. Because guys put him over when he got there. So by the same token, he needs to put somebody else over on his way out. But he didn't do that. And he can claim that, oh yeah, I'm just burnt out. I just can't do it no more. Well, yeah, you could do one TV. That wouldn't hurt you just to do that.
I'm wondering if, as the question writer asks in, with 1993, this was post the Kendall Windham, Blackjack Mulligan legal issues at the time. Do you remember what all that was about? Because I think you were in WCW at the time or thereabouts when all that went down.
Wasn't it about money or something? Or
were they counterfeiting money?
Well, I heard that, but nothing ever came of it, right?
Didn't Kendall get arrested? I mean, they got arrested, but did they do time?
I've never heard anything about that. I heard about the counterfeiting money now that you bring it up.
Okay, well, I'll just keep on recording just while I just quickly scan the Wikipedia. In 1990, Windham and his father Blackjack Mulligan were arrested by the United States Secret Service in a joint investigation with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for counterfeiting. The authorities found close to $500,000 in phony $20 bills. As a result of a plea agreement, both father and son spent 24 months in a federal prison and were released in 1992.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
You would have sent them like a file or something like that, try and escape.
Well, they got 2 years.
Yeah.
In a federal prison.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't say what federal prison, right?
No, it doesn't. But there you go. I mean, I'm sure if I looked into it more, I could find it, but in the short space of time, no, I can't. So, on that note, Well, there you go. We've both been educated there that they
Hey,
actually
now
did end up going to prison.
that is a question I'm trying to think. That would be a great question in a game that's what's it called?
Not Wrestling Jeopardy or something.
It could be, but I never knew that. I knew something about the counterfeiting. When you said that, I remember that, but I do not remember that they were sentenced to prison for 24 months.
There you go. We've learnt something. Well, we're an educational show as well, dare I say. So if nothing else, there you go. Hopefully you've learned something unless you knew it. And then you didn't learn anything.
Oh, did you know that?
I knew they'd been arrested. I didn't realise they'd done time. I didn't realise the specifics.
Well, this is an educational experience for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too. Oh,
there you
good.
go.